So just when you thought that the Faze drama with Faze Rain was finally dying down, it turns out that Grace Van Dien, the new member of Faze, finally responded to Faze Rain in one of the worst response videos, honestly, I've ever seen. Let's get right into the story. So if you don't know what's been happening with Faze Rain and the whole Faze drama, let's just go right through it. So, a couple weeks ago, Faze tweeted out that they want more women in Faze. Okay, seems like a pretty harmless tweet, you know, they want more female content creators. I mean, there's a lot of great female content creators on Twitch and doing the YouTube scene, so it was a pretty harmless tweet, even so that people were replying to that tweet with women content creators they think should be in Faze. But it turns out that they already had their mindset on this famous girl from Stranger Things, and Faze Rain replied to them and absolutely ratioed them by saying, spoiler alert, it's Grace, and the only reason I heard was because she was on one episode of Stranger Things. And then just a couple days after that, that's exactly what happened. Faze posted a video where they introduced this girl Grace, the girl from Stranger Things. I'll throw up a picture on the screen just so maybe you guys have something to reference to, and people were not happy about this. I mean, one of the reasons people have been criticizing Faze for a lot is that they've definitely been focusing less on content creators and more on just like random celebrities. If you don't remember, just a couple months back, Snoop Dogg actually was a part of Faze, and I gotta say, I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember a single thing that Faze and Snoop Dogg did together. Like, I don't remember a collaboration, I don't remember merch, I don't remember an event, literally anything. And they were paying this guy like $10 million or within the millions, I've heard. So I can understand why people were upset about this. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose. They want a female content creator that's been grinding, that's been making videos and making content, streaming, to actually be in Faze and not just some random celebrity like apparently a lot of people think this Grace girl is. Because yeah, she literally blew up from being in one episode in Stranger Things. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on her for this. I mean, that's a completely valid reason to, you know, become famous, or whether, you know, she was a highlight of one of the Stranger Things episodes. You know, good for her. I'm not hating on her. I actually liked her a lot before this situation, but when she posted a response video to Faze Rain facing the criticism, it's just absolutely terrible. What happened was when Faze announced that this random celebrity, you know, Grace, was going to be introduced into Faze, Faze Rain, one of the original members, came out and completely disagreed with it. He was not happy. However, it wasn't really a personal attack on Grace at all. You know, he said he even liked her a bit, but you know what? Grace took it as a complete like personal insult, and she just like tried to roast him for some reason. Let's play the clip.
Is because Faze Rain said that the only reason I was signed with Faze is because I was on Stranger Things. I'm sorry, sir. Were you in the meeting with us? Were you there? No, I've never fucking met you.
Be main.
And that is not why Faze signed me. Like, that is definitely how I got the meeting. Yes, I will definitely give that credit. That is how I got the meeting. But that is absolutely not why I was signed.
B. One enemy remaining.
Where's she at?
The things that we spoke about in the meeting are why it happened.
Oh my god.
So, get fucking wrecked saying that. Like,
I shall remind him just
yeah, so unfortunately, she's a little delusional in this clip. Like, even she says that, you know, being in the Stranger Things episode got her in the door, but they signed her for another reason. You know, they weren't in the meeting. They wouldn't know why they signed her. But let's just keep it 100% here, guys. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. The only reason they signed her is because she was famous off the Stranger Things episode. And that's not even saying that she's not, you know, doing streaming or whatever. But I want to thank Birdman for this stat, because he actually posted a video on this situation where they looked up the stats for this Grace girl on Twitch, and in the last month she streamed a total of 26 hours. 26 hours, guys. I spend almost that amount of time working on this silly little channel, okay? And this is a member that's joining one of the biggest esports teams in the entire industry. She probably got a big lump sum of money. They're probably paying her a good amount of money for this, and she's, you know, there's plenty of other female content creators that are doing like 150 hours of streaming a month, and she's doing 25. And a lot of people wanted to see more of a content creator, female streamer, you know, get into Faze rather than just another celebrity. That's why people are upset. But yeah, this is how she replied, and like I said, in the initial response from Faze Rain, it was pretty nice. You know, it was pretty respectful. It didn't really sound like he had a problem with this Grace girl, but holy shit, we're gonna play the clip of Faze Rain responding to her, and you will not believe what he says.
So, get fucking wrecked.
Oh my God. I just can't compete with that, man. I can't. She roasted me. It's over. Grace, I'm sorry. All I want to say is you're golden Valorant. You make Stranger Things your entire personality, even though you're only on one episode. You found out about Twitch through Tumblr. Not only have you not hit a trick shot, but you don't even know what the fuck that is. When you were still playing with Barbies, I made my first million out of this industry. And on top of it, you're excruciatingly mid who I would never let touch me on my drunkest night.
Get fucking wrecked.
I mean,
Yeah, so he just absolutely flamed her. I mean, he really went in on her, and I mean, shit, Faze Rain going crazy on him. And honestly, I sympathize for this guy because Faze has definitely been in decline. Where, I mean, even the real Faze fans can admit this over the last couple of years at least. I mean, people don't really care about Faze. I mean, look at what happened with Faze stock. They launched at like a $2 a stock, and now it's down to like 50 cents a share. I mean, it's so bad they're actually going to be delisted and become a penny stock apparently, which is just absolutely insane for one of the biggest gaming esports members in the industry. And you know what, they just been going downhill. A lot of OG members like Faze Rain believe it's because they're focusing less on content creators, and I gotta say, I mean, this is another incident of, yeah, it feels like they're focusing less on actual content creators that are putting in the work. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, she does stream on Twitch and she's actually decent at Valorant, even though Faze Rain said she's gold. I don't know how bad that is, but I mean, she's decent. Even in the clip of flaming Faze Rain, she hits a clip. So, but yeah, a lot of people were hoping that they'd actually add another content creator in. This Grace girl actually saw Faze Rain's reply to this situation, and instead of coming on and being like, hey guys, I know one of the main reasons I'm in Faze is because I did Stranger Things, but hey, I'm a pretty interesting streamer too, and I'd like you to, you know, watch my streams and judge me on that instead of anything. She got incredibly defensive and came out with one of the worst response videos to Faze Rain that honestly I've ever seen. So let's get right into it. We're gonna play the first clip where she literally brings up how Faze Rain almost OD'd because he said she was bad at video games. I'm completely serious. Let's play the fucking clip.
He says that I don't even know what a trick shot is. You're right, I don't. And I know that that's kind of what you're known for, but I know you, Rain, as the person who almost overdosed on a live stream. And I know that you're better now, and I'm really proud of you for that. I am, because I grew up with a mom heavily into drugs, and you know those things when you're little, the things that you would make wishes on? Like when you're driving under a tunnel and you make a wish, or you make a wish on a dandelion, or you make a wish on a shooting star, anything like that. I made all of my wishes growing up that my mom would get better and stop doing drugs, but she didn't. So I am proud of you for getting better, but don't come after me for not knowing what a trick shot is, man. Like, we're not on the same plane.
In this entire clip, she just, like, I don't know what the hell she was thinking. And I gotta say, this is one of the worst PR moves I've ever fucking seen. Like, there's multiple clips and responses to this video that she made that have gone well over like millions and millions of views. Right now I'm looking at one tweet from Jake Sucky on Twitter that currently has 7.5 million views, and he says, I really felt that bringing up Faze Rain's OD felt really out of place and unnecessary. And I completely agree. Like, I have no idea what the hell she was thinking. Like, this is just one of the worst responses I've ever seen. It was honestly kind of inappropriate, and to bring up, you know, Faze Rain's unfortunate past with drug abuse over him saying like you're bad at video games, and all he did was point out that you're in Faze because of Stranger Things. And I mean, that's the objective truth. Let's just be 100% here. I mean, let's keep it honest. I mean, that is the reason you're in. And no one's saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I mean, you stream 25 hours on Twitch a month. That's almost nothing in compared to most Twitch streamers. So the main reason you got in is because you're famous from Stranger Things. Why are you offended by this? This is objective reality. I mean, you're delusional if you don't think that's the reason. And now we're going to play in the next part of the clip where she actually says something I do kind of agree with. At the end of the clip where Faze Rain is replying to her, pretty much says that I wouldn't, the comment that I wouldn't touch you on my drunkest night was definitely inappropriate by Faze Rain.
The last thing you say, Rain, is that I'm mid and you wouldn't let me touch you on your drunkest night. That is a very classy joke, considering you were in the organization the same time as a man who is accused of sexually harassing multiple women when they are intoxicated. I stand with the woman, by the way. Where do you stand?
However, the way she replies to this, pretty much saying that he was in the organization the same time some bad guy was, and where do you stand with the victims? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, this is a top 10 worst respond videos I possibly ever seen. And I mean, I don't know, this seems like such a drastic response and an assumption from Grace, all for pretty much nothing. I mean, let's be honest, what are the problems that Faze Rain had with her joining? She's another random celebrity. He doesn't think that's a good thing. He thinks they should focus on real content creators that are doing it like daily. Okay, that seems like a fair criticism. I'd take it on the chin. And another thing is that she's bad at Valorant, and she's bad at video games and doesn't know what trick shotting is. I mean, these are like some main criticisms that Faze Rain gives for this woman, and she's bringing up how he OD'd, how he was, you know, does he support victims of SA? Like, I honestly cannot believe this is real. And like I said in the beginning, I did like this girl. I mean, I'm still a little 50-50 on it because, you know, I can understand her being defensive when like the entire internet is against her for pretty much just being in the middle of Faze and Faze Rain drama. But the way she was responding is just like, honestly, it's unbelievable, and I can't believe it. I mean, this is a terrible reply, and this just seemed like one of the worst replies I've ever had to cover here on the channel. But that's just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. The other day, we made a video about how EDP445 has returned to the internet, and he's saying that you need to protect your kids from Chris Tyson, the guy from Mr. Beast. Yes, I'm completely serious. We made an entire video on this situation. Click here to watch it now.